All right. Hey, guys, Tim Gillette. Welcome back to another one of Rock Around Your Blogs. I'm sorry I was gone for a couple of days. I had to go to Los Angeles, be part of a mastermind, which I learned some valuable stuff out there this time. It's a marketing mastermind I'm part of in Los Angeles, California. And the guy who does it, guy who leads it, is my friend, Craig Duswalt. If you go back to my very first Blab show, he was my first person to pop on screen was Craig. Now, I know Craig because when I started searching things back in 2009 and 2010, I found Craig's information because he was the rock star marketing guy. And the reason he used the brand name Rockstar was because he used to work for Guns N' Roses. So, and he teaches a lot of that stuff. Well, out there this week, I learned some things while going through our breakout sessions and different individual stuff we were learning. And I wanted to help and teach you guys some of that today. But then I also wanted to have a discussion. And I know I've got two people here in the seats. I'm going to have many of you jump into seats to get your opinions on this tonight. When do we take a break in marketing in our business? And we'll discuss that. But first, the big lessons I learned. I've been in Craig Duswalt's mastermind for about 4 years now. And this mastermind, it seemed that a lot more newer people were in it. And part of me was going, wait a minute, I'm no longer the dumbest guy in the room. And I'm not putting people down, but my idea of being in a mastermind, really, truthfully, what I want to be when I go to a mastermind is I want to be the dumbest guy in the room. I'm there to learn. I'm not there to 100% teach, if you get what I mean. Now, I'm not putting people down who are smart or dumb. I'm just saying I want to be in a position where I can learn from everybody in the room, so I want to be the dumbest guy in the room. I want to be the guy who's asking everybody else questions, not having everybody come just ask me questions. Well, that's cool. It's neat to know some things. I want to be the guy who I can't get enough of meeting this person, meeting Tracy, meeting Michael, and learning something from them. And I learned that, guess what? I'm learning an awful lot, and now I'm the guy sharing an awful lot, which tells me one thing, that maybe I need to be in more than one mastermind. Something I thought about. Huh?
You need bigger ones. You need the big ones.
I do. I need to start finding a bigger mastermind. Well, then I come home, and today, while I was working on stuff at home, a lot of things as I'm planning an event and stuff next week were frustrating. I'm leaving to drive to Houston on Sunday to speak again, and plans are just not clicking into the place I need to click them, and I realize I'm frustrated. And I thought about it. My wife and I are in a nice place in our life and business right now. I'm not saying life's perfect and we're millionaires and all of our dreams are coming true, but we're in a nice spot where we're being rewarded. And we went through struggles a year, 2 years ago to get to this point. And now as I look at the idea that, gee, I want to be the dumbest guy in a mastermind and I'm getting, problems here coming up, the truth of the matter is I'm about to grow again. And while we all want to live cozy and easy, all right, we have to go through a period of time where we've got to grow, and there's got to be some growth pains, and we've got to have some frustrations, and because on the other side of it is some great rewards. That's the biggest thing I learned at this mastermind, and coming home to have to realize I've got crap going wrong, was going, oh, wow, I need to grow more. But wait a minute. Growth is good. It hurts, but it's good because there's good rewards on the other side. So that was my big learning curve. Now I want to talk about the idea of, let me ask you, learning curves. Does that help you, Michael, on anything you're doing right now?
Yeah, it does. It really does. I would love to get into a mastermind. Mm-hmm. I need to grow as a speaker. I need to grow as a businessman. And at the moment, I'm experiencing absolutely no growth as a person.
Yeah.
I really need I really would love to get into management with Robert Stern, with Dickie Ditch, with people like that.
Yeah. And that's good, Michael, because I know, Michael, you're a little bit older than me, and to see you with that attitude of I want to get places where I can learn more. You know what I mean? I want to get around people who I can learn from. You know what I mean? That makes me go, okay, I got to learn from Michael. Why? Because he's older and he's still going, I want to learn. Some of us are going, I think I've arrived. How about you, Tracy?
I love being part of mastermind groups. I've been a part of so many in the last 3 or 4 years that I never cease to amaze that I learned something, because the people that I have been involved in the group, I'm not usually the one in the hot seat, but I listen to the other people that are teaching, and I just learned so much, and I gained trust from the people that are in there, and where I might not have been, in a position to be friends with Jeannie Levinson, of Guerrilla Marketing. I met her in a mastermind, and I can call her my friend now. She's brilliant, and just being able to be there and share and listen and contribute is so powerful. I love masterminds.
Let me ask you, Tracy, though, my thoughts real quick, and I'll get back to you. I see, Michael, you got a point. I'll get back to you in a second. Is your thoughts on what I said there? I mean, it could be taken the wrong way, where I went, man, I don't want the dumbest guy in the room anymore, and I want to be the dumbest guy in the room. What's your thoughts on that?
Well, I think you're absolutely right. I think because you want to learn, and you want to be in a group with people that know a little bit more than you. The reason you're there is to learn. That's the whole thing. It's almost like the pinnacle of learning for some groups is to be in part of this. And if you're always the one that gives, you're never really getting. If we're going to take our time to be in this, we want some people that are going to guide us, as well as us be able to guide people that don't know what we know.
Yeah. Now, when I say that, and the way I said it, I did it for a reason, because most people would go, if you're this is the quote that most people make, if you're the smartest guy in the room, you're in the wrong room. But I said it in a way, all right, that most people can be offended, and here's why I did it. Because for the first time in my life, and I grew up a geek in school, okay, I wasn't a smart kid in school. I was, you know what I mean? I was special ed almost kind of type kid. I really could not comprehend certain things. And I now find myself in a position this week where I was jealous of the guy who knew nothing.
Wow.
Because he's got the world of opportunity in front of him. And I'm like, how many times we sit and we go, well, I've got this and I've got this and I've got this. We never think back to that moment when we had nothing but opportunity. Michael, what's your thoughts, buddy? I know you got some thoughts on this.
Okay. I don't know if you've ever read the book Think and Grow Rich.
Yeah, I have.
Napoleon Hill has a small part in there where he has a mastermind, and he wrapped it up real brilliantly. He has I'm not sure how many world thought leaders. Yes, I don't know who he has in the room, but he brings these incredible thought leaders around the table, and he sets the mural of all of these people, and these people are only too happy to give the wisdom that they have gained through their lives to him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
So I believe that we should all be lifelong learners.
Yeah. We all should be life learners. You're right.
Does that make sense?
Yep. I get you. I totally get you, Michael. And we all need to be life learners. And man, every time I see you, and I see how you're trying, you know what I mean? Michael, are we friends on Facebook?
I don't know.
Okay.
We should be.
Okay, connect with me over there because I got a treat for you, buddy. Hey, Robert. Robert, you want to jump in that seat? You can. I know Drake was trying to get in a minute ago, but he let loose. So the next place I wanted to go with the conversation was was the idea of when do we take a break from our marketing? If we want to be speaker or we want to be better, when do we take a break from it? All right. And Tracy and I were kind of a little bit talking about it in the beginning, but Tracy, your thoughts?
I don't think we're ever supposed to take a break from our marketing because then it all dies. And that's what we teach our clients. You know, they get all excited and then their anticipation goes down and they're just they don't care anymore. And I can see a difference. If you're actively engaging your clients, whether it be social media or email campaigns or talking to them, it's going to keep the momentum going. As soon as you get comfortable and say, I'm done, you know, or I'll take a break for a little while, you see a difference.
Yeah. No. And really, I mean, those people who I find, and I was actually talking to somebody today at a networking function, and they're talking about, you know what I mean? Yeah, I go out and market and I sell, and then I get clients, and then I take a break. Mm-hmm. And I market and I take a break. And it's like, and when they take a break because they have clients, they stop, and all of a sudden then the clients runs out and they got to go market again.
Yeah.
And I explained, I said, you know, about 60% of what I do is marketing. 60% of my job is marketing. It's part of the gig to go out and market. And that's what blogging is. It's part of the blogging is marketing. So
you have to be marketing. If you're not marketing, you're dead.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah. And I notice with my blogging now, and a lot of people look up to me onto it, is I mean, I don't blog 5 and 6 days a week like I used to. You know what I mean? I don't go on that harder spots to go it. So let me read what Robert wrote down here.
It's not long.
Huh?
He wrote a long thing, didn't he?
He did. Robert, you know, he's putting Raina to sleep. He's still listening and he gives great value into it and teaches some stuff. So I gotta be ready to listen. So it's not that we take a break from marketing. We are always keeping the marketing going. It is unplugging for a little bit for ourselves that is important. Yes, we do that. We unplug, but what I'm saying is we should still have tools that are out there marketing for us. You know what I mean, Robert? And Robert's probably going, when he gets on, we'll probably go further than this if he gets Raina to bed before we close. But automate. We should have automated stuff, all right? Like social media stuff should be out there going for you, automated while you're on break. You know, maybe I take a break from getting on here and doing a broadcast every night, but I should never take a break from. I mean, my business should always have something marketing and moving forward to find new clients, to find new opportunities.
But knowing how to make use of the tools.
Yeah. How to make use of the tools, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think a lot of people, that's the tools. That's why we have the blog. That's why I talk about blogging. And I believe in you should have the blog post. If you're still posting on a Monday, Wednesday, Friday schedule, and you decide to take 5 days off to go to a meeting like this, you should still have your posts done. You should just do them the week before.
Right. That's the beauty of WordPress is we can schedule it whenever we need it to. We can do the work ahead of our vacation and sit there and post things on LinkedIn. There's no reason why you can't automate that.
I love LinkedIn.
Yeah.
It's absolutely incredible.
Yeah. And I know, I mean, it's, some of your posts and stuff. Well, the other thing I do is I do a radio show as well. Tracy and Michael, I don't know if you know, but Michael knows I do a radio show every Tuesday. Well, this past Tuesday, I was at Mastermind. So while my radio show normally would have been going on, I'm in a Mastermind. So I had someone who was scheduled as my guest, and I called out 2 weeks ahead of time, and I said, hey, listen, I'm not going to be able to do the show live. We need to record it. So you can record it ahead of time, and the radio station can play it like it's a live event.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Which is basically what most people are doing now, what they call podcasts. They're recording it and putting it up when as time happens.
Right.
Whereas the radio show plays live. And I know what like Robert and Vicky did while we were out there in LA on Monday night is they normally record their podcast live on Blab. So they still recorded it live even though they were away. Robert was away doing some vacation stuff and doing stuff out there. They recorded it live even though it was going on.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they're visual, so you can see, hey, yeah, we're live, all right? Whereas in the radio show, it's audio only, so, you know what I mean, you don't know whether it's live or real. I just have a way of trying to adapt mine if I do have to take the day off so that you think it is live. Because I want you to think I'm on a radio show, not a podcast.
I love it. Now, do you like Hootsuite?
Yes, I do like Hootsuite, Michael. The Hootsuite is great for scheduling. However, I only schedule my Twitter stuff with Hootsuite.
Really?
I do not use that for scheduling my Facebook stuff.
No, what about LinkedIn?
I've done some of it with LinkedIn, but I have not seen the results. I don't. When it comes to LinkedIn, Tracy, I don't get a lot of business off of LinkedIn.
Wow.
So, and I know that's my whole LinkedIn profile was done by Lori. You know that. Lori sat at my house and said, "You got to be on LinkedIn," so she set it up for me, and I'm like, "Okay, thanks."
See, but again, that you know what that is you stopped marketing yourself and you're not doing it on LinkedIn. I get like 5-10 calls a week from LinkedIn. I get people every single day that are trying to follow me, and I don't look for people, but it's the biggest source for me, and I get more leads from that than anything else.
Did the fourth box go away for you guys, or is it still there?
Yeah, it's gone.
You're gone?
It's gone, gone.
I don't know what happened because I would love it if I could get.
Tim does need to open up LinkedIn and Pinterest. Are you doing Pinterest, Tim?
Mm-hmm. Very little with it. When we were in Vegas, there was a girl there that I met. She does the Oso Pinteresting.
Uh-huh.
Did you meet her, Cynthia?
No.
She lived in Dallas at the time, but yeah. You get in, but not.
Trying to get,
yeah, there's somebody who's trying to get in and it's just not working. So I don't know what it is.
Can I show people my button?
Show Tracy. Tracy's got a new marketing stuff she's doing. Show her button.
Is it backwards?
I'm all about letting people put their stuff in. And Michael, make sure we get your.
Look, it says.
Lab. But she has one that she's gonna record something for everybody as an example, and I'm gonna make the recording, and she's gonna share my recording, right, Tracy?
Yes.
Okay. You let me know when you're ready.
It's on recording, so we'll count down. 1, 2, 3.
Hey, you're a Blab rock star.
And then we hit play.
Hey, you're a Blab rock star.
There you go.
That is me.
You have a button, Robert. You do not. Lizzie, is he going to answer us?
I don't know if he can. So.
Well, he's just typing.
Yeah, Robert. Let me ask him. Robert, with what's going on in the room, can I get that box back? Do you know, or should I call help in? And.
Bold has to leave. Do you want me to jump off? I'll jump off, and then let's see if your other box opens when I go too.
I can't exit out. I can't see it.
I can see mine. Do you want me to exit out so you can see if you get your other box?
Paul is still trying to get in. He has to leave. He's not even in the room. He's not even in the room. So let me do this, okay? Michael, all right, Tracy, stay with me. What I want you to do is, Tracy, I'm going to make you a co-host. Just, you can hold this for a second for me. And Michael, I'm going to borrow your box after. I'll tell you when to come back in, buddy.
Okay.
All right. I see Karen in there. Karen, can you try and jump in a window for me for a second? And then we'll see if she works and gets the open box
the other
back.
The other seat's back.
All right. Okay, now it's back. So Robert, you can grab the other seat.
Okay.
All right. Now, Michael, you can grab the other seat and come back in if you want. So, Karen, thanks. I was just trying to fix that because in case other people wanted to come in. But
definitely.
If you have anything you want on this, I'd love to have your input.
Hi, Tim.
Hey.
Hi, Tracy. I don't think I've met you before.
Hi, nice to meet you.
So great topic, by the way.
You like it?
What do you think about taking a break from your marketing?
Well, I think, you need to have something going. But that said, I mean, I think if you disappear for 2 or 3 days and you to take a breather, I mean, the world's not going to come to an end and people aren't going to forget you if you take a couple of days off.
Yeah.
So, because everybody is so caught up in their own stuff. It's not like they're all going, where is she? Where is she? I mean,
But, your cloud score goes down.
Not for 2 or 3 days. And who cares?
That's true. I know.
Does anyone know what my cloud score
I got a really good cloud score, but that doesn't get me hired.
No, that's true. That's true. But I watched. My mother passed away last Sunday.
I appreciate that one. Everybody tell a bird, will you?
Give her tell a bird. Yeah, tell a bird. So my mother passed away last Sunday, and I went off social media, and I've noticed that my numbers are going down. Not that I'm looking at them, but I can see, interactivity with different things because I'm just not doing as much this week. So,
I just think
you have to take a break, right?
You have to be able to take a break. And, I think everything that we do builds up enough credibility that, if you disappear, for a week and everything comes crashing down, then there's probably something that's not being done effectively.
Right.
Yeah, because we can't always have everything automated to go when that happens, right? Tracy is we can't. I mean, life happens where we lose a family member, or a family member gets really sick, and if we don't have it set up to automate, well, if your business fails that quick, you didn't have a good business. You know what I mean?
True. That's right. And we should not count the clout score as changing because my phone rang 800 times today. So it's not about.
So the clout score, I mean, I love seeing a good clout score because it means, for me, that means that people are interacting with my, that's a gauge for me to see that people are actually interacting. But it doesn't get me clients. It doesn't get me hired.
No.
The only thing it's getting good for is if I was trying to get hired by, if I was still trying to do a lot with sponsored posts on one of my blogs, and I was still trying to get, brands to hire me, and that might make a little bit of a difference. But a dip for a week isn't going to make, it's not going to make a difference.
Carla, don't worry what a clout score is. Let them go.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Tracy might teach you, but I'm not.
And sometimes we just can't, sometimes you just need a break.
Yeah.
And you might not be, because otherwise we're going to get burnt out. I mean, you can't, and I'm, and as much as I think it's great to plan in advance and write up the blog post in advance and have it ready to go, sometimes I'm just not that organized. And sometimes I'm just not, I just need a couple of days away. And I didn't plan for it. So I take the couple of days. And if my business comes crashing down because of it, then people didn't really think very much of me in the first place. So,
yeah. Well, also, and some of the reasons why I'm bringing this up is, I watch, I don't go through Google Analytics, Tracy. I use what WordPress offers to watch my numbers. And I don't live and die by them. You know what I mean? Right. So I just kind of keep a monitor on it. And my numbers dropped in half while I wasn't on here as much.
Oh, see, that goes to show you the power of Blab.
Yeah, it does show me the power of Blab, but also goes, okay, my business didn't die.
Right.
I still have people signing up for my email list while I'm gone.
Right.
So my website and blog is still doing its job, even though I haven't posted on it in 5 days.
Right.
I sometimes, I shouldn't. I know this is totally wrong, but I sometimes will go for a month without posting because I just get caught up in other stuff. And I'm a solo person trying to run a business all by myself, and there's only so much you can do. And so, you know what? And if I go into my Google Analytics, there's still people on my blog. I'm still getting, even if I'm doing nothing, I'm still getting long tail search engine traffic. Am I getting as much? No. But
Yeah.
honestly, for me personally, I think it's more important that I'm still on Facebook
Mm-hmm.
because I know, Robert, I know, but you know what? There's only so much you can do. There's just only so much you can do. And sometimes,
Well,
so but I'm on Facebook. I rarely take that break from Facebook. And that's where I get hired from.
oh, really? Yeah. See, that's where I got a lot of mine from. A lot of my business was coming and connections were coming from Facebook until I got on Blab. Now it's like, I mean, my list has grown hugely because of Blab.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, and you can market to people no matter where they live. I have to get hired by people in my city. So we're trying to do stuff here on Blab, and a friend and I, Robin's World, we're trying to do this weekly, like try to create a local community, but it's going to take some time. So, so when I say I get hired by Facebook, I think everybody's different on which social network they have their strongest connections on, but whichever one that is, that's the one you need to not really disappear from.
True.
Yeah. And Karen, once you guys get here's the big thing is once you get your community going up there, all right, and you take it offline, you got to bring this cool guy in to speak.
Yep, absolutely.
It's called marketing.
Right. Well, right now, so right now we've got like nobody coming in. So the last show that I did this week, I mean, there was me and the other person talking, and we were the only people from our city. So I'm happy to have anybody come in and join us at this point.
Yeah.
While we still try to get people here. So, that's how it goes.
Well, it's and I'm sure when Robert can come in, I'm sure he'll beat you up, Karen. But
I know I think I need to X out before he comes in because I don't really want to be sitting in a square next to him and get yelled at. Because I know, okay, it's like going and working out at the gym. I know I'm supposed to do it, but I'm just not going to. So. I mean, I'm just not going to. So, it is what it is. So, sometimes you have to I know what I need to do. I always joke around and say, I'm really great at strategy and I'm really good at ideas and I'm really good at putting the plan in place. I'm really terrible at implementing. I know what my problems are. I'm just terrible at implementing. So, but here, okay.
I don't even have to say a word, and she knows what I'm doing.
I know. You know what? I do that to my dogs, and they look at me, and they stop doing what they're doing. So,
Can you do me a favor, Tim?
Yeah.
Send her the video.
Oh, that one?
I just did a video for Tim. I was at the mastermind. I was supposed to go to vacation, but Tim wrapped me up into speaking for almost an hour and 20 minutes at their mastermind that I wasn't even part of.
Wait a minute. That video of you speaking, it's on your phone.
No, I'm talking about the video I made for you.
The video that we made.
She needs it now.
Karen, go to timgillette.com and sign up for my video interactive newsletter.
Okay.
And it will appear some week, just saying.
It's all about planning.
So here, you're going to like this, Robert. So I know that I'm really bad at doing anything that I have to do over and over and over. I just know that about myself. And so I'm really good at putting the plan in place. And then I follow it for a week. And then I'm really bad at sticking with it. And I know I'm not the only person that's like that.
So do you want me to call you every Monday morning at 7 a.m. your time and go, stick to your plan this week?
It would need to be a daily phone call.
In fact, you know what? I'll call you 1 week. Tracy will call the second week. I'll call the third week. Tracy will call the fourth.
Yeah.
We'll just counter, act each other until you get it in your head.
It's called accountability.
But you're going to like this. So here's what I've kind of made a decision to do as I've been on here. It's funny because Blab has really re-energized me because, sometimes you can hear, you can know what you need to do, and you can hear it over and over and over. And at some point you say, okay, I'm ready to do it. So I think, sometimes hearing people talking about the same thing and they're not really saying anything new. Sometimes you just need to, it's not even hearing it said in a different way. Sometimes you just need to hear it at the right moment when you're ready to take action. And so I've come to the conclusion that I'm just not, I know myself. I've been doing this full time for 13 years, and I've never been consistent with any of this, and I'm still making a living and I'm still doing okay, but it's not going to suddenly change because I make a decision to do it different. So what I am making a decision to do is to hire some people to do some of, to leverage some of it out. So I'm actually looking for somebody right now. I've put out some feelers for like college marketing students I know, don't shake your head.
Tracy's looking down and away. I'm shaking my head.
So they're not going to take it over for me completely. But what I want them to do is kind of just curate some of the local news articles that I would be looking for myself anyway. And just make sure that there's a pipeline of content through social media that's going to roll out so that everything I do that is inconsistent feels I'm still going to be there. But if I go for 2 or 3 days without doing anything, it's not like nothing will roll out. And then there might be a day where so if I have 2 posts going out a day on LinkedIn that are local topical articles, and then I happen to have a day where I feel like talking a little bit more, and I put out a couple more posts. So there might be a heavy content day, but there won't be any no content days.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm wanting to do.
What sites are you on?
I'm on everything. So I try to make sure I have content on LinkedIn, on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter.
You on YouTube?
I'm on YouTube, but that gets posted. That's not like on our regular schedule. I'm not trying to build subscribers there. Okay. So,
I would think YouTube would be valuable for you, Karen.
Well, it is valuable, but I push content to YouTube when I make something. And so that's a lot more time intensive.
Did you say Pinterest?
I am on Pinterest, but
that would be another one I think would be valuable for you.
Pinterest is harder because there's not a. What's that?
I'm going to backtrack now.
Okay.
Have you gotten business from Facebook?
Yes.
Have you gotten business from Pinterest?
No.
Have you gotten business from Instagram?
Not yet, but I've only gotten serious about it recently.
Have you gotten business from Twitter?
Yes.
Have you gotten business from LinkedIn?
Again, I've only gotten serious about it since I've gotten on Blab and I met Bryn, and then I got focused on it.
Yeah, Bryn will do that to you. Yeah.
So,
and you haven't gotten anything from YouTube?
No. Well, I think all of it. I mean, I get hired when I ask people that didn't come directly from a referral, like how they found me. Mm-hmm. Usually the answer is something along the line of, well, I found I Googled this article, I found this artitle, and then I checked out all of your stuff. Mm-hmm. So I think that it's building credibility.
Article, what do you mean by an article?
They'll say they Googled something and they somehow landed on something I wrote.
So you have a blog.
A blog post.
Okay,
usually.
So that's another area. So basically your business has come so far from what I've heard is Facebook, blog, Twitter. And I think that was
not recently. I mean, a long time ago when I was active on Twitter, it came from Twitter. I'm only getting back to Twitter now because of Blab.
So do you think that you should be on all 6 and trying to convert all 6 of them and continuously going on them? Or do you think you should narrow it down to 3 maybe and really focus hard on them until you get into, I hate to use the word for you because I know you don't like it, routine, and then you can add another one back in?
So yes, but let me explain. I mean, I'm not spending a lot of
the only word "but" I like hearing is the one you sit on. I hate the word "but" when I'm doing it.
Okay, so I have some stuff automated.
You're pretty good with people who say words that you don't like.
Yes.
Oh, I know.
So
when it's convenient, we all are.
Yes.
Yeah. So like when I push something to Instagram, I also almost everything from Instagram I push to pay Facebook, and I have and it also gets pushed to Twitter. So some of it, well,
don't push it to Twitter from Instagram because it's
it's getting pushed from an IFTTT, so it's getting a native picture.
Okay.
So it's getting a native picture,
but it only has 140 characters.
But that's okay.
And not enough necessarily hashtags that you can use for Instagram if you do it on an organic basis. Tracy's sitting there going, okay, I love this.
Okay, so here's what I'm going to say. You just told me that I needed to take something out, and what I would take out would be Twitter. So Instagram pushing Twitter is better than nothing.
Ooh.
But you told me you got business from Twitter
a long time ago when I was there every single day.
And now you're back to Twitter because of Blab.
A little bit.
And are you?
I'm still not interacting there the way I do on Facebook.
Well, no, they're 2 different things. You can't compare them. It's 140 characters versus Facebook.
I pop into Twitter. What I'm finding with Twitter, and it could change as I get to know more people here on Blab, but right now it's more of I'm trying to have a conversation with somebody that I met here, and we can't do that here privately off of.
Take it offline. You take it offline.
So I go to Twitter. If I wanted to follow up with this, I would go to Twitter to send you a message. But as soon as I was done, I would hop back off of Twitter. I'm not hanging out on Twitter. I'm not interacting in general.
I don't hang out on Twitter. Just like you said.
Twitter to me, and Tracy, I'm curious how you look at it because we're in the similar industries. So Twitter to me is twofold. One, the first thing it is to me, it's a medium to get your content out to tons of people. Whether it's your blog, a video, anything else. It's a way to get things out further to people, especially in a short, term way of saying things with a link to get them to. Because the great thing about Twitter is they don't hold back by adding a link to your followers like all the other social platforms do when you try to cross-platform them.
Right.
You try to do something with Facebook and get a YouTube link or something else, and they hold it back on how many people it goes to. They're a lot more private about it. Twitter doesn't do that. You have 6,000 followers, 6,000 followers can see it. Yeah. The other side of it is, believe it or not, Twitter is the number one place to have conversations.
That's true. Because that's where I connected with Penn Jillette was with Twitter, back and forth.
Yeah.
And I think for you, Karen, I'm going to put my 2 cents in on the Twitter thing because you said you like Blab, right? And you're getting into Blab. Well, Blab is directly connected to YouTube. So to engage on YouTube and to engage on Twitter is actually all part of the Blab thing. I mean, if you kind of take a break off of, every time you tell a little bird, you're interacting with Twitter and your people are seeing that and they're seeing that you're engaged. So to me, the power of Twitter has never been greater because we're getting it from another source. I mean, it's built my audience and I wasn't a huge Twitter. I don't have thousands of fans, but it's built my audience so much and also my reputation. It's just by being on Blab, you're feeding these other things. If you choose something to cut out, don't take the ones that are attached to Blab because that's what you want to do is the Blab is going to feed it all.
Right. I mean, I hear what you're saying. I I've never interacted on YouTube. I use YouTube as a place. I mean, for me, YouTube is, I get that people interact there, but that's just not anything I've ever done. So what Robert's telling me is that I can't do everything. And so I'm not going to start today.
You know why I said you can't do everything?
Because I'm not doing everything.
Because you said it's too much.
Right. It's too much.
You said it yourself that you need to go get a college kid to do all that. It's too much to keep up with it. I was just using your words.
No, I know. You're right.
God, I hate when my own words.
For me, it's too much. And
your own words get you in trouble every day with your wife. So
I know it's too much. So for me, I mean, I like spending time on Facebook. And it's getting me business. So that's for me number one.
That I have no problem with that.
Number one.
Yeah, if it's getting you business, that means you're doing the right thing.
Yeah. And Instagram, I get lots of I see real potential there. And I'm getting interaction there.
But every time you post to Instagram, is it only through Twitter? Or do you do any organic stuff straight to
No.
Did we lose her?
Wait a second. No, say that again. No, when I post directly to Instagram.
Okay. I'm sorry, you're right. No, then you post it out to Twitter.
Right. So Instagram I don't have a problem doing. And Facebook I don't have a problem doing for sure. Pinterest, I'm not doing much there right now. I'm just if I've got a blog post, I mean I'm pushing, I'm pushing it there and I'm putting it there just so that,
How many boards you got on Pinterest?
Oh, I've got a lot. At one point, I was really active there. I use it as a bookmarking for myself personally. So, I have my real estate boards and my St. Louis boards, but I also have like 15 different recipe boards, so I use it as a combination of business, but also for me as bookmarking. There's, a blog article that I want to be able to use myself. So I'll throw it on a board.
See, the other thing I would suggest, and unfortunately it creates a little extra work, but I think it takes your social media to a different level.
Yeah.
Is that you put something on Instagram and then you force it out to Twitter and to Facebook.
Right.
Which means pretty much the same post is everywhere.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what I'll do is I'll take Tim's blog post. And Tim's going to laugh because he's heard this before. And you pop it out on Monday and you put it up on Facebook and you tweet it out. And then Tuesday, Wednesday, you come up with a meme that's related to that blog post with a separate picture.
Yeah, that's more work.
I just said it's a little more work. Believe it or not, if you keep
this is what my social media marketing intern could do. They could take the stuff that I've done and repurpose it.
Exactly. And when each time you repurpose it, you want to alter it.
Yes.
Right. Don't want it to look exactly the same every time, everywhere. Because if I'm following you on Instagram and I'm following you on Facebook, because granted, we all know you have duplicate followers in some of these locations and they start seeing the same thing in every location. But one of them, they're going to drop you out real fast.
Well, but you also just said that, like Facebook doesn't show everything to everybody.
Facebook doesn't show if you use a third-party app to everybody. If you organically put it up, you get a better shot.
You'd get a better shot, but it still doesn't show everything to everybody. It shows it shows things to people who you interact with a lot. Mm-hmm. And so I still have Facebook friends that are probably not seeing my Facebook posts.
Because you only put it up on your business page.
No. The Instagram stuff goes to my personal profile.
Oh, no. I meant when I put up a blog post, I'll put it up on my business page. And then I share it from my business page to my personal page.
I do that too.
Because that reminds people that I have a business page that they should be part of.
What I do.
Because when you invite every person on your friend list to go to your personal page, to go to your business page, only about 25% of them do.
Right.
And at that, only 5% of them see.
That was Echo.
Well,
real bad, Tracy.
Yeah.
We got
and for me,
Tracy, we got to buy you earbuds.
I have them. We weren't going to go online.
there's something to be said also for as much as I want people to like click through and look at everything, I'm also a believer in just seeing, by me going onto my posting something to my business page and then sharing it to my personal page and them seeing my branding, even if they don't click anything, it still registers that I'm a real estate agent. And so it's almost like the mail that I get, the junk mail piece that I get every single month that I don't even open and I throw it away. But after 6 months, when I actually do need the heating and cooling coupon, like that company comes to mind. Mm-hmm. Because I've been, even though I never opened their stuff, but I picked up that envelope.
Value pack coupons.
Exactly. But, well, value pack doesn't work because you don't have any idea who's on the inside. But, that's
what my daughter's for, 9 years old. She likes to open up and go through, Dad, bagels, Dad, Chinese raw food.
Right. So, yeah.
Do you have a Facebook group?
I'm active in a few groups. I actually started one of my own.
Yeah.
And I was really active in for a while. And then I had a couple of people that kind of I don't even want to say it out loud. I neglected it for a while and then I've gotten more active in it again. It's called Photograph St. Louis. So the idea was, just people, from whether you're shooting with your iPhone or whether you're shooting with your fancy $3,000 camera, share your pictures all around town. No sales, no promotion, and just,
Do you have a real estate group that you started for St. Louis?
No.
Even what you're doing on here, all right, on St. Louis, you should be have that in a Facebook group.
You'd be surprised a group about St. Louis real estate could get a lot of activity. It's not a small town.
Yeah.
It's not. I haven't seen, everything that I've seen other real estate agents in other cities doing. It's not really, they don't tend to talk about doing, people that have really successful groups don't tend to have real estate groups. They tend to have groups that are more like things to do in town. Because here's the problem.
You mean like the 365-day thing?
Yeah. Here's the problem is you think about real estate when you're getting ready to buy or sell, and then as soon as you've done it, it's gone. It's me looking at every single car on every single street when I'm thinking about buying a car, and as soon as I buy a car, I don't even notice them anymore. So, I think with real estate, you have to think about what can you do. So with my, it's like my blog. I write about real estate stuff, but I also write about the local free summer concerts and the farmers markets and things that just are of general interest and of things that are homeowner tips, so that people that are not actively in the buying and selling stage, I still offer some value. And so my concern would be a real estate group, other than attracting investors, who is not my target market. I'm not sure that people would be, that they would stick around. I think it would be hard to get some real traction with that.
What about, I'm not saying just a real estate group, what about a St. Louis help group? Help in all areas of St. Louis, where the new shopping's going on, information about new ordinances opening up, real estate information, houses that recently sold, mortgage, banks, the school community stuff. Don't call it a 365 thing, because those are way out of, they're gone.
Yeah.
But call it like the St. Louis help group or something like that, and you put a little bit of, like you're doing with your blog, put everything in there and just have it as a community, and then you promote it in St. Louis.
That's a good idea. I mean, we are very splintered here in our municipality. We have 91 municipalities in just one of our three major counties. And so people are really, I'm not sure. I need to think about it. It's a good idea. St. Louis, it might be too big. It might be like
too big.
Chicago.
Never too big.
See, that's the opposite of what everybody always talks about go small, go niche, go hyper local.
No, I'm talking about a Facebook group page.
Okay.
It could never get too big, because if it gets too big and too active, that means you have a better chance of getting more business, which means you could hire a community manager to run the page. And that technically,
there you go,
community manager, just to keep everything in gear and popping. I could see getting a college kid that's in marketing, but have them trained by somebody of what you want it to be done and how you want it to be going. And they could be monitoring your page. Go in 2-3 times a day and monitor it. See, that's the one thing that people forget about, because of technology, and Tim's heard me say this before, we are so reliant on technology that a lot of times, 90% of the time, people forget to take it offline.
Yeah.
Because they'll be like, oh, I met this great person on Facebook. I'm going to email them now. And I'm like, pick up the freaking phone.
Yeah.
Get off the text. Get off this. Get off that. Make it personal.
I can't stand talking on the phone.
Me?
I can't stand talking on the phone.
I talk on the phone all the time. I mean, I
don't even want to talk to the phone on to people that I'm friends with, that we text each other to make plans. I want to see them in real life.
Okay, but even that, a cup of coffee and stuff like that. Exactly, whatever.
And if I am talking to him, I want to say, where are we getting together? What time? I don't want to just sit and chit chat.
Mm-hmm.
But
you're not really chit chatting, all right? You're getting off the phone. I mean, you should have an objective when you get on the phone. Robert, when you get on the phone with somebody, you have an objective, right?
Yeah, usually it's an objective with everybody else except you. I just try to get off.
So the Lord.
What I mean by that is, I know he's funny. Okay, yeah,
I did that blab on Monday morning, because that was when I did when I spoke. So Monday morning I did a blab, everything about live streaming, but it really goes on anything social media. It really goes on anything in life. I did one called live streaming, doing it with intention and purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And that goes for anything, every time you're about to post on Facebook, there is an intention and a purpose of why you're doing it.
Yep.
Every time you go on a blab, every time you post something on any site, anytime you go to a meeting, there's an intention and a purpose of the meeting. You might get sidetracked, but there is an intention and a purpose of what you're supposed to be doing. So it's the same thing on anything else. You get on the phone, there's an intention and purpose. People forget about this thing, that we carry around, the phone, once in a while. I mean, I love calling people and they're like, oh, how come you didn't text me? And I'm sitting there going, I wanted to hear your voice. I do it for birthdays. People are like shocked. I actually pick up the phone and wish people a happy birthday instead of just writing on their wall. Happy birthday. Right. I wrote a whole blog on it back in April on my birthday. I had over 700 people write happy birthday to me between LinkedIn and Facebook and all the areas, and a few texts. I had 2 phone calls the whole day. And the worst part was the 2 I got, none of them were my family. They all wrote on my Facebook wall. And it's just, we're losing that. So what I was saying is that everybody wants that instant reaction, that technology has given us. You can text, and even if you're in a meeting, you can text back, and you can do these things instantly. The thing about a Facebook group or a Facebook business page or Facebook and all, it doesn't have to be immediate. Just because somebody likes your post or leaves a comment doesn't mean you have to get to it within 5 minutes.
Yes.
It can linger a few hours, and then you can reply to it in something else. That's why I was saying with the pages and the groups, it's okay that if you have a very active group, you don't have to have. I mean, Kimra Luna has one of the most insane active pages I have ever seen in my life. And you want to know what? She's got like 2 people that are monitoring it. But I wrote something on it. It was 4 hours later before somebody replied to it. But I was okay with it.
Yeah.
I don't expect somebody to be sitting there on the computer. She wrote something. Got to write something back. I mean, I've had people actually text me. I didn't respond. Call me. Facebook me. I was in a meeting. I wasn't I was talking. It's not like excuse me.
Right.
I'm not going to. And they were like, they wanted an answer now. And the answer, what they wanted for, wasn't that important for right now. But we have all gotten to the point of we need that instant gratification.
Yeah.
And that's what's great about Facebook. It's not about instant gratification anymore.
Right.
Twitter is.
And I think one of the reasons, that I started on Twitter, and then at some point, I don't even remember how the shift happened, but I kind of shifted to Facebook a little bit more. I was on both, but I spent all my time on Twitter, popping into Facebook occasionally. And then at some point that shifted, and I spent all my time on Facebook, popping into Twitter occasionally.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't remember why that happened, but it did. And at first I really hated how it wasn't like a live interaction on Facebook. And then I grew to really appreciate it. Because, you could like make a comment and then you could go off and go do something else. And it didn't like consume your day.
I think we got a photo bomb going on. I was like, he just slowly came in.
This is Milo.
I'm ready for my close-up, Mr. Milo. He just slowly came into the picture. I was like, well, what?
He did. He jumped on the couch. I'm sitting on the couch, and he kept inching closer and closer.
But yeah, I mean, a lot of it to me is all about strategy and calendar content and planning and everything.
Yeah.
And it's amazing how much, if you have it planned ahead of time, you could be doing so much more.
Yeah.
I know that
Karen, we're going to talk. We're going to talk.
I know
where you're coming from, because you remember I was a realtor for 13 years. So
I know what I need to do. I just,
So what's going to happen is after you talk to her, she's going to revert from a realtor to a social media person?
Better than a blogger. I mean,
oh my!
Great. Now the blab just went downhill.
Oh,
Don't
really?
Start. My blab, not yours.
I'm gonna go slink away really quick because I'm wounded.
Hey, Vicky, look at me.
What? I thought you were my friend, Robert. You
I
said
love
you'd
you.
be my friend forever.
I love you.
You don't love me. If you loved me,
First
you
of
would treat me
all,
with respect.
I left you an actual message off of Facebook that you saved. I know you did. And how nice was that message?
It was nice, but it's the only one ever. And then right now I come in and you say the blab goes downhill. I'm
Vicky,
wounded.
take what you can get. If I give you one, take it.
Should I fitch slap him, or should I just be nice? Should I just take the high road? Should I just
You had
take
2 days with me. I don't want to say nights. You better go the
Yeah,
wrong way.
amen, brother. I had no nights with you. That's why
So you heard what I was telling Karen. What do you say?
Yeah. I want your feedback on this.
Well, on which part? Because remember, if you saw in there, I wrote
I don't
BRB.
want to do what I know I need to do.
Well, yeah. First of all, Vicky, you came in later in the conversation, so let me update you. Is the purpose I had of this one tonight was, when do we take a break from marketing? Now, and I used the concept of this week, I was actually not on Blab.
Mm-hmm.
Robert, again, we were both traveling out there to see you guys, so we were taking a break. I watched my numbers on my blog. 50% of the people dropped off. They don't come visiting, although I'm still getting business, but that made me think, when do we stop? Yeah, when do we stop stop our marketing? Our marketing I should have continued, and that's where this went. That's where it led to this.
Okay. I don't think you ever take a break from your marketing. That's me. That's my opinion. I think you might have to change it. You might have to redirect. You might have to, adjust, whether it's, an extra scope, popping in on your blab, having somebody else be a co-host and saying, I can't stay, but I'm going to do this and I'm going to pop back in 20 minutes. But that continual and perpetual marketing is really a key element to building a business and keeping that foundation strong. Like you said, It's a great example how, I always say it's like in direct sales with your team. When the cat's away, the mice will play, right? All of a sudden you come back and you're like, what the heck happened? Everybody was on track, everybody's moving and grooving. And then all of a sudden you're like, what? That's one of the things I hated about the incentive trip. So I always had to make sure I had Wi-Fi and I had a computer in the room to make sure that I kept my team engaged while I was gone. So I think that you have to keep that going. And I heard what you were saying, Karen, about, I was on Twitter and then I went to Facebook and I believe, and I'm sure, I think Robert would agree, not quite sure, but that, because he's delirious. No, just a little, I had to get a little dig because you were mean to me a minute ago, but that, that staying, I always believe that we need to have a primary platform, but that we need to spread ourselves a little, just to have a little presence on each of the platforms, because when people go and look at that platform, if they're a primary user of it, even if if you're not on Instagram a lot, but you post, a picture once a week, and I'm not recommending a once a week posting on Instagram, so don't get me wrong, you guys, but I'm saying even if you have, after you'd have at least 52 posts for someone to peruse if they were choosing to check you out on Instagram. So just to have a little bit, and I'm not telling people to get stuck down the rabbit hole. I'm not saying, okay, we need to spend 4 hours a day on social media because we have to cover all the platforms. I'm just saying to have a presence in those areas that are relevant to your industry are important. And so having the plan, like what Robert said, is really important as well. And I think that you should, talk to Robert or someone who's better than Robert. But
see,
that was because
before you came in, Vicky, he was just ragging on me. Now I get to sit back and look.
Only because he just ragged on me.
That's
Otherwise,
because you're lower than me.
Oh, please. Look who's above you in the box, right? You're down there.
So wait a minute, Robert, were you here for the beginning?
No, I was actually.
You come in a little late, right?
I came in late because I was getting Raina.
All right. So let me tell you guys how I started this, because both of you came in later, all right? And
for the record, I do love you, Robert.
Yeah, well, I love you both, but I really want to.
Yeah, whatever.
Some people knew this, and I want to make sure I cover it. As how I started this and brought the conversation out was while I'm looking at the idea of you never take a break from your marketing. You always need to be growing. And I mean, we had Michael in here earlier, and Michael was talking about he's much older than me. So how he's growing because he wants to be I am a speaker, he says. He's growing to be a speaker. He's great. I mean, and he's got speech problems, but he's growing to be a speaker, and he's determined, and I love that. Well, my beginning of this was while I was at that mastermind last week, and I put this in a way that can be taken the wrong way. So I'm going to say it, and then I'm going to make sure I backtrack so you guys don't get upset with me real quick. And that is my mastermind last week. I got an eye-opener. And while most of us would say when we go to a mastermind, we don't want to be the smartest man in the room because you're in the wrong room if you are, I realized that I wasn't the dumbest guy in the room, and I suddenly was jealous of them. And I'm not putting that down. I'm saying I was jealous of them because they were in a position of entering a room for the first time in a mastermind, and all they have is opportunity. And I was jealous. I was like, wow. When I look at our lives, yes, we've got great blessings in our lives and everything, but I'm like, wow, remember when we went back to just opportunity? And then I went, okay, if we get back there, when do we stop? I mean, because if you take your thoughts back to there, when do you ever stop marketing?
Well, let me ask you a quick question. I'm going to go back because now I got to haunt you for your statement of what you just said.
No, you're going to haunt me, but I mean, I didn't
well,
say
I haunt you anyway, so it doesn't matter.
I said it for a reason because
when you are running your mastermind,
yeah,
technically everybody's coming to you because they look up to you as being the person they're turning to for the information.
Yeah.
How many times when you've done your masterminds have you learned from them?
A lot.
So don't ever underestimate, and I say this to everybody in the room, doesn't mean you don't learn. So that doesn't make you the smartest man in the room.
Yeah, and this wasn't about...
I'm just saying. I mean, I do learn things from Vicky. Yeah. I learn a lot of things I shouldn't do, but I do learn things from Vicky.
He's a smart man if he follows my lead. That's all I got to say.
Anyway, so we know, okay, if you people were in the room and you people are listening, okay, my statement was not about...
No, I wasn't saying it bad.
And not, okay, but it's about, I was jealous of the person who is new and going,
I can relate to that when you go to something and you go, my gosh, it was great when everything got me excited. I hadn't heard any of this before.
Yeah. And the jealousy made me go, okay, when do we stop marketing? When do we take a break from our marketing? That's what prompted this whole thought and what prompted this discussion tonight. And but that's the point, is everywhere we go, we need to be learning. We need to be, you know what I mean? I need to be learning from you, Karen, from you, Vicki, from you, Robert. That's why I have this. I didn't put this topic in here tonight because I'm the expert on it. I'm not. I'm here to learn from the three of you and everybody else who's been in here tonight.
Mm-hmm. No, it's good. I think it's good information.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm on, that's why I'm on Blab. Because, every time you listen to a conversation, you get more information and it sparks an idea. And it makes you think of things in a different way. And then, yes, I'm meeting people and I'm expanding my network. And maybe I could get some business from here. And I'm creating videos. But it's about learning. That's why I spend hours here instead of,
And that's why we're ragging on you, so you'll learn more, Karen.
I know what I'm supposed to do.
Other side of the
I just don't want to do it.
The other side of the coin is it's great coming onto the Blabs and the Periscopes and the live streamings and all this stuff and learning. But you got it. Sometimes you have to take a time away from it and execute what you learned. Yeah. Many people
are hiding. You're hiding.
Many people are coming onto the Blabs and they're getting overload because Vicki does one, then I do one, then Tim does one, then Brian, what is it? Michael Hyatt comes in, and then Gary Vee shows up, and it's like never ending. And then we forget to take all that and actually put it to work.
Yeah,
it's like when I've been to conferences before, and I've gone to conferences before where you're going with a group and I'm going with a broker, and at the end of it they say, okay, stop, write down 3 things.
Mm-hmm.
Out of these 5 days, just write down 3 things that you want to actually, when you get off the airplane, you're prepared to put into action.
And why aren't you in San Diego?
At NAR?
Yes.
Karen, that's the form I have. I can do this form everything I go to. Fill out 3 things.
I haven't. Yeah, it's a great. I actually haven't ever been to one. I've been to real estate conferences, but I've not actually been to a NAR conference. And one of the things
because I know Katie's there right now. My good friend Katie. She spoke today there. That's why I was wondering.
No, I'm doing, because I think the reason I'm not there is because I have enough that I'm trying to implement right now that I don't need more ideas to just give me more. I could definitely learn things, but I already have enough stuff on my plate, so that I'm not doing that I need to be doing. So I don't need to add another 15 things that I think I should do that'll distract me from the 5 I'm trying to do right now that I know I need to be doing. So, but I'm doing a lot of offline. I'm getting back to the old fashioned meeting people and people, going to, in real life networking events, meeting people. So I'm spending as much time right now doing offline networking as I am online networking. So
March 7th, Karen. March 7th.
March 7th is where?
You're going to see me in person.
Yeah?
That's when I'll be in St. Louis.
Really?
St. Louis, you got a date in St. Louis? Good.
Oh, yeah.
Robert, what's your, if you don't know all your dates and cities, but at least tell us.
I got it all right in front of me right now.
I'll put March 7th down on my calendar.
Tell us your dates and
stuff. If I'm nice enough, I might bring Vicki. if we unlock her from the ball and chain that day.
Like my ball and chain needs to unlock me. He's like, okay, honey.
You're going to see Robert. I meant just in general.
Go, save that poor man. Save him.
I don't know if St. Louis could handle you and me together in that town.
I'm not sure any town can, but LA managed. The LA managed.
I don't know. I heard there was still tremors going on.
Robert, what city do you live in? Where do you live?
Me?
Robert.
Me, I'm in New Jersey.
You're
I'm
New
out
Jersey.
in
And
Livingston.
where are you, Vicky?
I'm in California.
And
Southern
Tim?
Cal.
Texas.
Texas.
On Monday, all three of us were in LA.
It was
And
hilarious.
LA will never be the same.
Did you see how many
The
replays
poor
we had on that?
Weston, I heard the Weston is like they brought in like exterminators and
Exterminators.
cleaned the whole place down because we just like shattered it. Especially Vicky with her interviewing skills.
Okay,
That poor doctor is having.
did I rock that though, or what?
That doctor, that was good.
Did I rock that or what? That was awesome. That
Let
was
me do this before we go off. I want to close out what we've got here, guys, in the recording, and then we can walk this because we're over an hour, and I only want to stay an hour recording it. So, guys, I hope this conversation on the recording here has helped you guys well. I hope you do understand that you really should never take a break in your marketing. You need to always keep doing it. You always need to keep learning. All right, and you need to get back to that place where opportunity was the only thing you had. And keep growing on it. So go by my website, timgillette.com. All right. I've got a free interactive video newsletter. All right. And you want to sign up now because I hear some people in the room are coming up real soon in interviews. So go sign up for that, as well as keep an eye out. I will have in the next 3 weeks, I'm going to have the online version of my Rock Around Your Blog mentorship program. So you might want to get signed up for the affiliate program now because there will be affiliate money involved into it. We will be back tomorrow night with another topic. And thank you for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow.
They're not real. And I don't know where they came from. It's not like I bought them or anything. I have no idea what they're doing there. Vicky, we can't hear you. Which is not really a bad thing.
Oh, it wasn't me. It wasn't me.
Nap.
Joel, dude, you can't
you,
bitch
Vicky.
slap me. You're not allowed to bitch slap me. Right?
Oh, I love it.
You know what? You tease the ones you like. What were you saying, Aaron?
No, I said she summoned you, and you like.
Oh, and you took forever to get here. I had to leave.
Well, I'm having an issue, not that kind of issue, but there's some weird logins on my blog, and that's why I keep looking over my shoulder to see if my support on Skype is replying. Their tech is looking at it. There's just some weird things going on. It looks like there's a crawler that somehow is logged in as an admin, and that just it made my spidey senses tingle. So that's I know when you say jump, you want me to say how high, but.
No, I just want you to love me.
I do love you, but I won't do that with my hands.
Why?
Because
I'm not as important as you are.
No, I just don't do the heart thing with the hands. You do it well, though.
Please.
No.
No? Never? Is that a no, not now, or a no, not ever?
It's a no, not now.
Okay. All right.
I want Robert to do it. Robert.
Robert's
that
too
number's
busy.
way off, Joel.
What?
When
What?
we were looking at those numbers where mine says 65, because
What?
I looked to see how many I have 85. So I don't know
Okay.
what that 65
So
means.
I don't know what it means.
And I've
Yeah,
only
I don't
done
know what
like
it
5
stands for either.
snaps. So like you said, maybe it's how many times they've been viewed.
Yeah, because I only have.
Well, it's not that either.
only have
because
2.
When
Either.
I look at, I learned a lot yesterday. When you go to my story and you click the 3 dots on the right,
Mm-hmm.
it shows you how many times your snaps have been viewed. And I'm seeing 6, 23, 28, 33, 37, 37, 37, 37, 39. Hike.
I like how you brought the football
See, I
reference
don't even
in,
know.
Joel.
Like,
Yeah.
So, by the way, are you prepared to play
Play what?
football?
He said he doesn't know if he's going to be there that day.
What day is it?
The game is the 13th, but the summit starts on the 14th.
Yeah, I arrive. I get in. I land like 5 o'clock on the 13th.
Yeah, he won't be there for the
Oh.
game.
Sorry, I had to, as it was, I had to change my flights because I'm going to Napa for an event, and I need to be there Friday. For crying out loud, I can't keep anything straight. Let me look at
That
my
same
calendar.
Friday?
He needs a VA.
No, I just need to. Yeah, so I was
That's the
initially
15th.
flying in on the 15th to go to Napa, and I need to be in Napa Friday night. So I'm flying in the 13th. I'm going to spend 2 nights in San Fran.
And then
I'll
go up.
Speak Thursday and stick around most of the day on Friday, and then I need to get a rental or an Uber or something and go to Napa, and then I've got 2 nights there before I head home. And I couldn't be gone any longer.
Oh,
sorry, but I'll be cheering for Team Red. Go Red.
Well, you get your shirt, and you'll wear your shirt at Summit, and then you'll show your support, right?
No promises. I'll wear the shirt at Summit.
Wait a minute. What? No promises? What?
I'll probably be wearing my Do Good Stuff shirt at the Summit.
Yeah, he's got his shirts. I understand.
I know he's got a shirt, but you can wear it for.
But I will at some time represent, and I'll take a picture, and I'll wear it. On
he's getting in at 5:00, so he can join the after party on.
Yes. Oh, you want to join the after party?
We're all going to go out afterwards that night.
Robbie's team's going to have to do something.
Is there not a Periscope opening party? There's got to be a Summit party.
It is on Thursday.
Wait, it is.
Thursday.
I mean, is the event start Friday?
Well, it starts Thursday night for the opening.
Thursday and late afternoon night is the opening event.
Oh, cool. Okay.
So if you're coming in Wednesday,
I'm coming in Wednesday. Yeah.
You'll miss the game, but we're going to have our party probably just about all the players because the event is for the actual players. I think we agreed on it, did we? On the bet?
No. What?
Didn't we say something about the loser has to
karaoke?
It was karaoke and buy a drink.
And I said I'm not buying drinks, but I will do karaoke.
Well, if you're saying you're not going to buy drinks because you don't want to buy the drink, that means you plan on losing.
No.
Anyway, because if you win, you don't have to buy a drink.
Yeah, it was. All right, we'll talk about it later. We'll work it out. We'll work it out Monday when we talk. Yeah, we got to work out.
Yeah, we're going to have like an after party, obviously, Wednesday night. Everybody will need to mend their bones.
Yeah.
The Summit is going to be really cool. I'm really looking forward to it. Is everybody going to be there?
Yes.
Aaron,
you're going to be there, right? You're not going to be there, Aaron? Why?
I'm not. I'm setting my schedule for the year, and it just, I don't know. I don't know.
Aaron, let's see how many words. Never mind how many words. I think that the vibe at this thing is going to be unlike anything that we've seen.
It was in New York.
No, and I had a ton of fun in New York.
Aaron and I were
probably
both
had
in
a
New
little
York.
too much fun in New York. JJ, shut up. Yeah. We don't need to talk about my New York trip. But
what happened in New York stays in New York?
But no, it was what happened in New York stays in
pictures.
New York. I'm sure there probably are.
Somebody's trying to hire you in the chat box.
Yeah, I saw that. Big C, send me a message. We'll talk.
Yeah, but I had a lot of fun, but it was just, I loved it, but there's several other like big seminars I really want to make sure I can make this year, and it's just travel gets tough.
So what are your hot conferences for the year?
So for sure, Brendan Bouchard's doing 10X again next year. I want to do that one, and that's like 5 days away from home, so that's a big one. And then I totally sound like I'm up his ass, but I kind of am up his ass.
I knew Brendan when.
Did you? I love his stuff. I did 10X last year, loved it. He's doing another speaker, World's Greatest Speaker, which I want to go to. So those are like my 2 must-dos, and those are 2 5-day events. I've got 2 little kids, so it's not as easy for me to drop and then plus I'll be doing my own speaking more next year. So I just want to make sure I'm leaving some spaces open.
Good for you.
And she's already busy 2 days in May.
I'm already busy 2 days in May. So
what's in May?
I just have to preserve, and it's not that I'm not going to go anywhere. I just want to preserve a little bit because I felt
social media summit tour, 24 cities around that we're talking to small business about, and I'm grabbing speakers locally around. So when I'm in Dallas and Fort Worth for those 2 days, Aaron and Tim are going to be joining. Actually, Vicky with me.
When are you coming to Denver?
Adding Denver to it. I'm just trying to figure out dates.
Aaron needs you to speak at her event in March. Joel.
Yeah. Yeah, Joel, if you want doing an event in March.
Aaron, you just said earlier about getting some big people.
Well, what's your
event, Aaron?
Do you charge the same as Mark Cuban because you can't afford it?
I can't afford Mark Cuban. So if you're at Mark Cuban's rate, you're fired.
I don't charge what Mark
Sorry.
Cuban charges. I'm not cheap, but I'm also not easy, but I'm also really good.
Ooh, wait. Okay, wait. I'm getting a little hot and bothered over
Except
here.
when he's at Inbound and he shows up on a 9/11 blab.
Oh yeah, I heard about
Hey,
that.
did I handle that well or what?
I
Wait,
just
what?
felt horrible when you're like, "Hey, Rob." I'm like, he's talking about his cousins.
No,
not
you know
just-
what was great about
I
that?
felt
is
horrible.
what was great is that I couldn't have planned it,
I
and
know.
I had just gotten done talking about how Blab is real reality TV, and then we had that moment, and after I left, I took a moment to honor those that were lost and those that were affected. And we moved on, and it
I just felt horrible when you came in and you had that smile face going, and I'm like, "Wrong time, Joel."
Yeah. That's the story of my life. Lots of wrong timing. Aaron, what's your event?
So it's going to be a first annual thing. It's like a Dallas Business Fest. It's where I'm based out of. And right now I'm just putting the pieces together, getting the room. I want about a 400 person room. I'd love to do this annually. This is my first event. I'm trying to get, I've got somebody helping me promote it. And then I want to have somebody help me with logistics of it. So I'm actually talking to her in a couple weeks or next week, I guess. So what I want is a keynote, beginning, end, and then in the middle, different presentations, but not keynote driven, if that makes sense.
Somebody else said that you need me to speak at your event. You haven't said that, so I don't want to.
No, I mean, I would love to talk to you. I would definitely love to talk to you. I got to set a date, so I can't even tell you it's on this date. I'm working with hotels right now. So I know Robert knows how
I'll
to
just tell
get a
you. Just
hold
send
of
me an
you.
email to Joel at Infomedia Inc.
Take this down, people. Spam him. Spam him. Spam him.
My VA will
Hold on.
boot you to the curb faster than no.
Joel at
Oh,
Infomediainc.com.
I'd love to be at a place with Joel at the same time. Oh yeah, the two of us speaking. We'll just go on a blab together.
The summit, Robert.
I'm not speaking the summit.
Are you coming?
Oh yeah, I'm definitely coming, but I'm not speaking.
Or he
I'm
automatically
saying
loses.
Aaron's
We'll
event,
be in
the two
the
of
same
us.
place.
No,
We
so-
will somehow be in the same place, the same time, and who knows? There could be like this weird shift in the space-time continuum.
The
Vicky
bromance.
just had that on Monday when
The
my
bromance
plane
is starting.
when my plane landed Saturday in LA. She said she felt a shift in the force in California.
I don't have very many bromances, so don't go putting the cart before the horse. I like Robert,
I
but
got you. I hear you.
romance.
Well, it
no,
is.
It's a big label. It's a
Plus,
very
you'd have
big
to fight
label.
Tim for the spot because Tim.
Joel and I are still feeling ourselves out. You know.
Too soon for the
I didn't
manscaping.
wanna know that.
Can I just say I'm not going to touch that? Oh,
Wait,
Oh my gosh! What are the
Joelle.
questions, Joel?
Joelle.
Joelle. Is that better? Is that like her, Joelle?
I can't do it. It doesn't have that Panamanian flair.
Sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. I
It's
got it.
real coming from her.
I'm real.
Not when you say my name like that. That's not
Joelle.
real.
I could. It could be like, why not? What about like role playing? Joelle.
now we're into role playing. Joel.
No, that's like you got to go down on
Not
the
for
L,
French.
I
I'm
think.
going French. She's
Joelle.
she's you like what is she Panamanian?
She's from Panama City.
Okay,
Maybe they can go down.
Tim's
I don't
coming in.
Okay. Do you want me out? Who do you want out? Okay.
Well, you just
No, he
left,
kicked Robert out.
and
Well,
Oh, I didn't kick them
It's like
out.
in-
I asked if I could come in.
I do
Yeah,
too. I know.
I'll
I've
take 'em.
looked the same way.
I know. I'm like, God, I look
Aaron?
like I'm dying. Yeah.
Joel, do you mind if I use an example for you for Aaron for you for a second?
Uh-oh.
what? Can I stop? Can I stop you?
On your own blab.
Well, it's my room, Joel.
If you blabjack, you can. Yeah.
There you go.
Aaron, when Joel said to you, well, I didn't hear you ask, that would have been my opportunity as a person who runs events to go, Joel, I don't have the dates ready, but would you be willing to consider it?
But
jump at that
Tim,
chance. when
maybe
you have
she
an
doesn't
opportunity.
want him. Shut your mouth. You know what?
But didn't I say
No, you
that?
didn't.
Like I love to talk
No,
to
you
you.
didn't. I was listening. I watched it, and I'm trying to, because Gary and I know what you're trying to do, and I wanted to help you do it. That's all. I'm not picking on you.
I am a
I'm
gentleman.
just- I'm
I
trying to
would
help
never
you.
force
Joel,
myself on
Will
anyone.
you please come to my event? Because it would be the biggest honor.
That's
in the
much
whole
better. It's kind of a
wide
suck up, but it's better.
Like butter that bread, baby. Well, like I said before, let's have a conversation and talk about it.
Oh my god.
But yeah, no, I want to talk. Like, I would love to talk about it. But what if, like, before I say, yeah, let's have you at my event, we got to talk fees. We got to talk all that good stuff.
$1
Logistics,
million.
right? So, all right, I
Because
I
Cuban
got
is
that
two,
one. I thought you were
so,
going to say
you know.
two.
He's
I just want-
150,000 an hour. She found out.
He's how much?
150,000 an hour.
150.
Wow, that's probably more than your budget has.
It was a little bit more. That's why she said she got.
Yeah, that was a little bit more. I was thinking 40 to 50. I really was, and I'm like, you know, plus then I wouldn't have to deal with, like, he's local, so I'm
Yeah,
like, we're
you're,
cool. Come on up.
I'm still just. I'm not 40. I'm not. You'll get it. And I mean, like, knowing you have that kind of budget, I could really jack my rates, but I won't.
Well, the thing, okay,
Joel.
and not
Joel, this is for you, honey.
Yeah.
That's for you.
yeah, Cuban could show up for 20 seconds.
Hey, bye. Okay.
He could, and Jock, I could say he's going to be there. It doesn't. I don't have to specify how long, but
I
yeah.
did, Susan. I didn't say I was cheap. I said I'm not cheap or easy, but I'm really good.
I know, and I got all little verklempt over here. That's
I'm all flush.
I'm not
What
cheap,
do I do?
but I'm good.
Yeah, well, we'll talk. We'll
Yeah,
smooth.
much for a
Send me an
drive-by.
email. We'll give me a phone number. Maybe let's talk tomorrow. I got
See how much
time.
for a drive by
Got it.
Cuban.
Got it.
Mark Cuban drives by in a convertible.
And,
Look at he came by the venue.
you know, here's the
Exactly.
thing. If I'm trying to think, if I'm Mark Cuban, and I wipe my butt with money because I have so much. Why? You know what I would do with that kind of money, and it's not a judgment on him because I don't know what he actually does with the money he makes, but I would say donate my fee to
This charity or something.
right. I mean, why even take
Right.
it? Because now he's got to claim it as more income and pay top of the rack, taxes on it. Why not just? I mean, when you get that much money, like if you're not speaking just because you want to give back, you know, some of us still have to make a living.
Right.
Mhm.
Or the other thing is, and I've seen this done. Joel, you know James Malinchak did
Yeah.
this for with Robin Leach for his party. Was he said, hey, listen, we'll raise money or donate. I'll donate money to a charity if you'll come do this for me. And whatever Robin Leach's charity was.
Lifestyles of the rich and famous.
Yeah. So that's another thing is what charity matters to Mark, and say, hey, if we're willing to make a donation, will you make an appearance?
Yeah, see, that's how I would approach it. And often what I'll do is when somebody asks me my fee, I will say, you know, I would like, here's my fee, but I want 10% of it to go to, and I'll say, you know, the organizations that I support. Because
The Vicky Fitch Foundation.
why not? Exactly not.
So I mean, but like the celebrities
Yeah.
that I've got, Aaron, when I've got Ernie Hudson and Glenn Morshower, it's because I know Glenn. You know what I mean? I've gotten to know him personally, so I mean, I was able to pull things off, and connecting with people, knowing what their charities were, is how I got different other people into different events.
Yeah, and supposedly I have a friend who's got an in, like she's besties with both of his brothers. I don't know how many brothers he has, but I'm like, okay, I don't know. I don't know how much I want to pursue this at this point. Like, push it and just go with someone else. And,
Well, yeah, when you got the
I don't know.
infamous Joel Comm ready to go. I
What?
mean,
Tell me. Can we talk a little bit now? I want to know what the conference is and who your audience.
This thing been going.
Aaron's following me. Yay! My life is complete.
I know it is.
Mm.
It
You didn't
is.
say that yesterday.
You're welcome.
I followed you.
You didn't say when I followed you, or did I not follow you yet?
What? I think we're already connected.
But you didn't say that yesterday. You didn't say, Vicky, my life is complete now when I followed you.
Tim, wait a second. It's by your Twitter name, right?
Oh, no, it's not. It's real Tim Gillette on this one.
Did somebody have Tim Gillette?
Somebody has Tim Gillette.
I don't see. Did you add me?
Me?
I think.
You're ignoring me. I'm getting Blab ignored.
Vicky, I already followed you back. Hush.
But you didn't say that your life was complete now. I'm hurt.
There, I found you. There you go, Joe.
All right.
Do
We
you
are
need
like
my life to be
Snapchat
complete because you're in it, Vicky? Is that what are you fishing for compliments, sweetie?
No, just from you.
Always.
Just want I want your life to be complete because of me. Wait, Joel.
It's done. I can die happy. All done.
I will say the one thing I did get on recording was Joel going, "Oh, you're Vicky. You're silent." It doesn't matter.
Okay, so I'm waiting for you to show up here, Tim.
I just said it. So
Okay, Tim. So put your little snap guy up there so I can take a picture of it and see if I can add you that way. Well, no, I already have you, honey. We're already connected, but that's very attractive. Oh, you know what? But it's not clear. I don't know. You guys snap Joel and you could add him.
Okay, so this is a stupid question, and I'm embarrassed to ask this, but I haven't figured it out yet.
There are no stupid questions, only stupid people who ask stupid questions.
Okay,
Tim,
well,
put up
I'm a
your
very
snap
stupid
code.
person asking a question, but how do I save my little thing so I could post it other places?
So
And a
I think there's
screenshot.
like there's like an arrow with a line. Isn't that download?
Doesn't work, Tim.
doesn't.
Mine does. Mine
But it
works.
didn't. You don't have to call me. You can call me
Arrow
Al.
with a
Sorry,
line.
Al.
Oh, wait. Here's my
No,
upload.
Bruce.
Oh, so I can save it as a video and then just, is that how that works? I guess so. So up here you can save it as a video or save it as an image.
All right, I'm gonna do this. When a snap has a video in it and starts playing, it's muted until I touch my volume button. How do you get it to play and hear the audio?
That's a long question.
And I probably used too many words, but I dictated it and Siri got it mostly right.
Okay. So now I can post it places and have people follow me.
All right, I'm waiting for your first snap, Aaron and Tim.
I want to do it tonight.
Do it
Tonight,
now.
just do it. Oh my gosh, it takes 2
Get
seconds.
it over with. No.
Do it
I'm already-
now.
A picture of your
I'm already on what platform? Okay. Let me flip
Do it now.
Okay.
Oh, it's on.
All right, guys. They even did it. All right. Swipe for filters. Do I want to write on this thing?
If you want to.
Lab chatting. Oops. How do I?
So if I hold it to do okay,
Okay.
you can hold it to do a microphone. So hey, I'm like watching these guys on my computer right now. Look at them, like look at me, really funny.
Send to. Do I? Oh, so I send it to my story.
You don't have to if you just want to send him a chat. Just go into the thing
So I
and
can either select. Well, I sent it to my story, but I can do that, or I can select everybody and send them an individual.
Just send it to your story. It'll go to everybody. My my ringer was on vibrate. I think that's why.
Oh.
maybe, but you said that it started like 2 seconds in, right? That it would.
It started when I touched the volume control.
Oh, gotcha.
All right. So I've officially Snapchatted.
Woo woo!
My life now just got that much more exciting.
I have to tell you that let me just get and my life.
All right, there she is. Here it comes.
I'm
Lab
totally
chat.
There it is.
Go,
There
Aaron!
There it is.
Life will never be the same after Snapchatting, Byron.
And I'm gonna make my replays cost $9.99. How's that? Can I set my replay cost with Snapchat?
I didn't hear what you
Ooh,
said. Sorry,
who did that one? Was that Tim?
Yeah. Okay. So that worked. I had my phone on vibrate, and that's why they weren't playing. So I
That's
got
good
it
to know.
now. I got this.
You're the man. You're the man.
Oh, here, watch. Look.
There, that's her.
Who's that?
Joelle.
Oh,
Calls him Joelle.
She posted one today that says, "Congratulations to Vincenzo Landino for getting Congratulations to Vincenzo Landino for getting the great Joel Comm." I'll take it.
Yeah, you will.
wow.
Yeah, you
Somebody wants to think I'm great. I'm good with
will.
it.
We all think you're great, Joel.
Go on.
We think you're the bomb.com.
Go on.
You're amazing, Joel. You're wonderful, Joel. Tell him, Aaron. Aaron, you're trying to butter his bread. Remember, you're trying to butter him up so do your friend.
We're not worthy.
We're not worthy, Joel. We're not worthy.
You're goofy. You're all goofy.
But we love you, darling. We love you.
Oh.
He did it. And it was recorded.
Somebody needs to gift that shit.
And he did it for me. Let's make that very clear. It was for me.
Who can gift? I don't know how to gift
I don't
things. Listen, I just learned Snapchat. I am not learning to gift.
Did you
Anytime
guys
soon.
see that? Everybody in the chat box, did you see? Joel did it for me. He did it.
Please hold.
Joel, I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry. I saw the jumping up and down and squealing. You saw the aftermath. It was very quick, I have to admit. You saw it. Thank you. Thank you, Susan. You saw it. You saw it. Oh. What did he say? Is he trying?
It didn't happen.
Joel, are you trying to take it back? Are you trying to
It
do
was
a
on the
do-over?
record. It was on the record.
Tim, I need that. I need that clip. I need that clip.
Which clip, hon?
The one of Joel doing this to me. He did it. It was only instant. It was quick, but I need it.
Oh yeah, I guess I still do have this on the record, huh?
I love you, Joel. I love you,
He's in
Joel.
denial.
Thank you, Susan. Susan saw it. Yay!
So, anybody got anything going on for the weekend? Now, what are you going to be Snapchatting this weekend? That's a better question.
Chatting, hopefully finishing my rental condo so I can get some money out of it.
I'm disappearing Saturday for a few days and not going to be Snapchatting anything. I enjoyed having some time off, and I'm going to be out of town, and then I'm doing a meetup. So Monday I'll be Snapchatting the meetup.
Meet up where?
Interesting.
Vegas.
Oh, are you going to the Perry Vegas meetup?
No.
Okay, good. I'm going to be jealous. Yeah, because that's this weekend. They're Danielle Ford is doing it, and Kevin Madison, those guys.
Would you be jelly?
Yes.
Jelly.
Because I would like to go because it only takes me about 4 hours to get there, but I just have so much going on this weekend.
I'm so busy.
I know. I'm so in demand.
Oh my gosh.
You're silly.
No, you're silly.
I'm silly for you, silly.
No, you. No, you.
No, you.
Come on.
You're the
no, really.
man. Yeah.
Booking now. Holy crap. 18 and 19. What? Oh.
She's talking
guys
to me. Sorry.
You're booking travel?
No. She's one of my clients, and she was asking me a question since we're not talking until next week. So anyway. Do you know Netta? Do you guys know Netta?
I know.
Oh my gosh, Joel.
I love Netta.
Do you know Netta? She's in
Just
Australia.
introduce me to everybody in the world because I don't know everybody.
Are you being sassy with me?
Little.
Because we just had a moment, and then now you're just destroying my moment. It's just not nice. You just need to be kind.
I am the destroyer of moments.
Don't do that. I would like to help you with your moments.
I am the destroyer of moments.
I would like to help you readdress your moments in life because you said you're not that great at relationships. So I'd like to help you bridge that gap so you can fix it. Don't destroy the moments. Let the girls have their moments, okay? Oh my gosh. So
let's have a moment right now.
Yes.
I'm glad I have this recorded.
I'm regretting that moment. Oh, did I just destroy it? I did. Oh.
You know, Vicky is the best fake crier I've ever met.
I love the peak. The peak is what sells it. Joel.
Where's our gift makers when we need them?
Okay.
Thankfully, they have the night off.
Anyway, Joel, I'm being kind and telling you, Netta makes the most amazing soap in Australia.
Reindeer
Amazing. Beautiful. Well, today she made reindeer poop. She doesn't always make reindeer poop.
What?
She did. No, really, seriously. Because she's doing it like as a Christmas thing and it smells like peppermint. But she made this watermelon soap.
It smells like peppermint butt. What?
Delicious.
It's peppermint poop and it's glistening and it's got sparkles in it and stuff like that. But anyway, yeah, so you can fake your kids out with that the reindeers were there. Oh my gosh, yes, it's and unicorn sprinkles. Yes, Byron. But anyway, she made and like on her YouTube channel, she made the most beautiful watermelon soap. Like she has the green and the white and the red and the seeds and it's stunning.
That sounds incredible.
Yes, Joel.
I don't use soap. That explains why I smell.
Probably. Or you don't shower and you don't use soap. It's kind of a double whammy.
I was going to today, and then I realized I'm not going anywhere, and so who cares?
Save water.
Okay. My point with the soap was that when you do find that woman for your life or the woman you want to send some gifts to, these soaps are very beautiful, and they'll actually show that you actually have some class. Especially if you ship something in from Australia, then the girls will be like, oh, woo, woo.
There's not a girl who doesn't love having reindeer crap show up at her doorstep.
Okay, shut up, Aaron. I'm talking about the pretty soaps, not the reindeers.
This is why I'm ordering it, because I'm giving some of it to Aaron for Christmas.
Thank you.
I'll be sure to bring you some when we're in Texas doing when we're speaking in Texas. I'll be sure to put it right where you're going to sit before you're.
Have you guys had enough of me?
No, honey, never. Joel, can we have our moment back? Can we fix our moment? Because I want to get rid of the ugly moments. Okay, on the count of 3, Tim.
Just pretend they're like Snapchat. They go away after 24 hours.
Screenshot this for me, Tim. Come on, Joel, together. Can we do it together?
No. You can't set them up.
That's almost pathetic. But very sweet.
Thank you, Joel. All right, that's a mini moment. I'll take that as a mini moment.
That's all you got. I'll take your mini
all
moment.
Right,
Listen,
I'll take it.
I'll trade you 2 mini moments for one of your mega moments. Take it to the bank. See if they give you a change for your moments.
I adore you. You are so awesome, dude. I love you. Oh my gosh. Okay, I should get going anyway. So
I know. I'm gonna go too. I gotta get to bed.
I started this at 8. I was going to do a 1-hour thing.
Are you serious?
I think that
Yeah,
this
I gotta
lab
get
should implode.
I do too.
Yes, Nana, we've gone on for ages.
We can't
It
all
is.
just explode.
Joel, your hands
into-
are very close. Just grab it. You can do it. You can do it, Joel. Joel, you can do it. That's not good, Joel. That doesn't look nice.
I got a screenshot of it.
That doesn't look nice. Joel. Come on, Joel. You can do it. Okay, I'll send you some reindeer poop. Come on, you can do it.
Well, that's enticing.
Well, you went like this. You look like a reindeer.
Somebody got a gift for you. Well, it wasn't the heart though.
Joel. Come on, Joel. Tim, it's
When you expect it.
I know.
It's not working.
I hear you. I get it. I understand. I can beg though. I was just
Ain't too proud.
no, not at all. What
Aaron,
the hell is
are
that?
you wondering like why or
Hey!
why are we wasting our lives here?
No, I just vowed I was going to go to bed by 10 tonight, and I'm 2 hours over that.
I thought I'd have a life today, and here it is.
I know. This is my exciting. Okay. Let me just tell you real quick about my week. So Sunday night, I went to the Cowboys game. It was in a suite, so we had a couple cocktails, a few. Woke up Monday morning.
Couple few.
Woke up Monday morning and was like, "Oh, thank God, it's Friday today. Like I'll be able to coast through today, and that's how my week started. So it's been kind of a rough one. I'm not gonna lie. So
Sorry.
no, I mean it was fun. Don't get me wrong, it was fun. I'm just not used to being out on a Sunday night. And when you wake up on a Monday thinking it's Friday, you're kind of screwed a little bit.
See, I don't. Every day is the same for me.
That's sad, honey. That's really sad.
No, I don't.
No, that's in a good way, though. I see what you're saying.
Good way. Mine, same way.
Yeah, no, I don't mean like I do the same thing every day. I mean, it doesn't matter what day of the week. You'll never hear me go, thank God it's Friday.
Yeah.
Right,
Oh,
right,
no,
right.
it's Monday. Or, hey, it's hump day.
Mhm.
They're all the same. It doesn't matter. It's some days I work, some days I play. Most days I play.
Yeah, I bet.
See, I'm not to that point yet. You've gotten further than I have, so that's what I aspire
He's
to.
older.
No, that wasn't the point. He's more experienced in this field.
And older. But cute. You know, I was just
Right.
looking at your website, Joel, and you're right. Your hair is so much shorter in your website. But I have to say, but it's a nice look. I think you need a little trim, but I like the long look on you, but not the bushy sides. That's got to go.
What here? This?
Yeah, that's
What's
too
your
long.
goal? What are you trying to do with it?
I don't know. I think it's in an awkward phase right now. It's
Yeah.
in between.
Blend. If you blend that, I think the length is fine, and then the little curl in the back's got to go. You know, just like a.
Yeah, but for this to get longer, it needs to go through the awkward phase.
But do you want it long? Do you want that part longer?
Well, I don't know, Tim. Is yours? Yours is long throughout, right?
Yeah, long throughout.
You don't want like Tim's, do you?
No, I don't want it to be
It's
that
being
long, but
used.
I don't know what I want. I just know that I'm letting it grow until I'm done. So the thing about letting it grow is the moment you start trimming it, then you don't know what it's going to look like when it's longer.
Right.
So probably at some point, it's a phase I'm going through. I've never grown it long before. And at some point I'll go cut it off and I'll go back to being clean cut and I'll be done. But for now, let it flow, baby.
So can we ask a quick question though? So what is this like phase that you're going through? Is it like a midlife crisis? Is it like what is
No,
it?
it's not.
A bad boy phase you're going through?
Yeah, I'm such a bad boy.
Well, I don't know. We all change. We all got these things that go on. All of a sudden we're like crazy.
I don't go off the rails. I've been through my midlife crisis and now I'm in it's my life and I'll
Screw
do whatever
you.
I want phase. Well, yeah,
Billy Joel phase.
yeah, exactly.
Well,
In fact, I don't care what you say anymore. This is my life. Go ahead with your own life. Leave me alone. And so it's kind of that. It's kind of a declaration of freedom. Fanzo's here.
Fanzo's in the house.
And Robert came back too.
Robert
He
came back.
I thought Robert was going to bed.
It's times like this that I want to be able to add a couple more people to the
I
line.
know.
I know.
Well, I'm going to bounce out though, guys, because I
Aaron,
really have to go to bed.
Send me an email before you
All right.
go to bed, and let's see if do you have time tomorrow? We can talk.
Yes.
All right, I
Just
do
have to look
too.
at my
So
calendar.
just send me an email, and then I'll get back with you.
Or
on
send him a
schedule.
Snapchat.
Okay,
He's
I'll send
good
you a
with the
snap. and be like,
snap.
Call me at.
Like, Joe, hey, call me.
Call me, maybe.
Thank you, Vicky. Now that's done in my head.
Oh my gosh, I love it. I love it. I love it.
All right, so if you're gonna go, can we let Fanzo in? I want to talk Snapchat.
All right, guys. See you later.
I
Thanks,
know,
Aaron. I'll
because
talk to you
see,
tomorrow.
that's what I tried to call yesterday. Bye, Aaron. Get in here,
Fanzo,
Brian.
know you're
I
bad
tried to
with
call
you.
him earlier so we could get, because he's the Snapchat king and he could totally give us the answers we
Yeah.
needed.
I want to talk about Fanzo. Get in here. Let's talk about Snapchat for a moment.
Yeah, come on, Brian. We need you. We choked on our Snapchats. Oh, hold on. I need to go downstairs. Okay. Oh, you just want to wake up his wife and kids. He's so nice. So,
He is.
do you use product in your hair since we're waiting for Fanzo?
I'm not today because I haven't showered, but typically I put a little bit of a gel or a cream in there to kind of tame it just a bit.
Because I think your hair, I do think it looks good with the length. I just think maybe if you took a little, like even maybe just kind of.
But then this won't. I mean, look.
I
If I
know.
cut this and blend it, then I won't know what it looks like when it.
But what are you looking for? That's why I said you don't want that look. Well, put a wig on and test it out. But for heaven's sake, don't let yourself get all crazy. Stay manscaped. Stay hot and sexy. Don't be getting all.
Okay, am I no longer hot and sexy? Is that what you're saying?
No, you are, but you could definitely go awry. Yesterday, when you were wearing the hat and the hair started to curl out underneath the Walt Disney World hat, and your hair started to curl out underneath over your ears, you were losing a little of the sex appeal. I got to tell you, it was just,
fortunately, I don't really care. So
I know,
Byron, I never have a bad hair day. Yeah, Byron, you wouldn't have those.
Byron's bald.
So, Joel, I will tell you though, you'll get this as a speaker in marketing. My friend, a female friend, who had to redo all of her products because of her hair, and I never once thought of it until I'm at one of my boot camps, and a lady walking through the lobby of the hotel sees my poster and comes over and says, "You've been out in the sun, huh?" And I go, "What?" She says, "Yeah, because your hair is a lot lighter than it is in your poster right over there."
How funny.
And I learned what girls go through when they color their hair.
Oh, you color your hair, Tim. I did not know that.
I'm just letting, I don't understand men, coloring their hair. I think the gray looks good, and I'm just going to keep it.
That's what I tell my husband. Why? What do you want? Just own it. Just own it.
4 years ago, I had no gray. Mm-hmm. None. And I was the oldest of 4 boys, and I had none, and every one of my brothers did. 4 years later, I'm all gray.
I don't mind it. Just call me Earl Grey. I'm gonna make a mean tea.
Oh my gosh. I don't know if I think that was a cool joke or not. I gotta
it was at the point where gray started coming in, Joel, that I decided to go with this rocker thing, and
I earned every single gray hair.
Dad joke. Really? Dad joke. Well, it just so happens I am a dad.
How old's your kids, Joel?
My daughter will be 21 next month, and my son will be 24 in January.
All right. What do they think of your hair?
They probably give a rip.
Oh, no. My daughter loves my hair. She's in her late 20s, and she's like, "Oh, yeah, my dad's got the coolest hair."
Yeah, no, I think my son doesn't care. I think my daughter approves. She's like, "Yeah, it's a little long, but it's working." So, can we stop talking about my hair, honestly?
Sure, honey. Whatever. Joel.
We want Fanzo.
We're waiting for him. He's coming.
You're going to make your husband jealous.
My husband is so totally not jealous. I promise. He's really not.
He's going to be like, would you stop making hearts at that guy on Blub or whatever that site is that you're on?
He's not worried. Trust me. He is not worried. Joel's hit is trending on Twitter.
My hair.
It says your hit. Maybe he's talking about your Snapchat. Maybe you're trending on Twitter.
I'm pretty sure he meant to say hair and it's late.
Probably.
See?
Today's trend on Twitter is brought to you
by Joel Calm Hair.
What is wrong with you?
You too could have Joel Calm Hair. What's Brian's handle again?
iSocialFans.
Okay. This person trying to get in is not him. We're waiting on him.
Unless he opened a new account.
No, it's not. This Guavar Kamar.
Oh,
it's not. I wanted. Yeah, it's not.
No, that's not. That's definitely not.
That's not. No, we're waiting on someone. Mar, we're waiting on someone to join, buddy. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to give you a boot.
Yeah, we're waiting on Fanzo. He's going downstairs so he doesn't wake his wife and kids.
Whoops, I didn't put that.
He was in bed, and now he's not, and he's going to his computer. You're just not a patient woman, are you?
Me? Are you being unkind to me? Are you hurting me again? Do you want to hurt me more than one time per blab? Really? Right. That's Robert's job. Robert's the one that's always injuring me. Woke up my kids. Oh, so he can't jump in. Oh, he can't come in. He woke up his kids. Poor Brian. Sorry, Brian. We miss you.
That's fine. You know what? There'll be another opportunity. I think that, there'll be another chance to be on Blab. Vicky, I'm so sorry. I never meant to hurt you. I didn't mean to make you cry.
Thank you, honey. Thank you.
Yes, just take it, own it,
I did.
run with it.
I feel better.
Good. Warm fuzzies. No. And yet, no.
Someday.
All right, I'm going to go then.
I am too.
Vicky Fitch, thank you for making this my best blab ever.
You're so welcome.
Cool. Thanks for helping in that matter. Yeah.
It was your BBE.
Best
Best blab ever.
Exactly. Well,
Cool.
yes. You guys
Peace.
all.
Love, peace, chicken grease.
That's
Catch
gross.
y'all later.
Really?
Thanks
That's-
for
that's-
inviting me into the fun and destroy this recording.
The GIF is coming.
Wow.
It's coming. Okay. Bye, sweetheart. And I mean it, Tim. I want that recording. I need that GIF. I got to get it. I
I have it. I got to figure out. It'll be on my thing. Can you pull it up, or you mean to send you the